No, answer that question. Go away. Be quiet, old lady. Old lady, go away.
No.
Answer that question.
No.
Answer that question. Alex is a first-time caller. Alex, welcome to the show. Get it off your chest.
I believe that a lot of things that you say about women, you tend not to really put yourself in their shoes. You don't really look at things from
I
there.
don't wear
like,
women's
maybe
shoes. I would never do that.
You would never put yourself in women's shoes?
You wear women's shoes?
Sometimes, if I'm feeling frisky.
Beta! Earl is a first-time, not a first-time, but a caller out of Michigan. Earl, get it off your chest, sir.
I watched the Hank Report.
The Hake
Report.
Report, H-A-K-E,
And,
Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Even Minister David Duke, he doesn't know why people object about blackface.
You have a black face?
Huh?
You have a black face?
I'm black. Therefore, I have a black face.
So
I'm talking about white folks.
is there a
putting on
problem?
black
Is
face.
there a problem with you wearing a black face?
Well, Jesse, as usual, you want to talk stupid. Black folks will, white folks put on black face to mimic black folks.
And what's wrong with
Make
that?
them look like buffoons.
That's not true.
But
You're
you know the
lying.
history of it, Jesse?
It has
No.
nothing to do with hatred. You're lying.
Blackface is done as to make fun of black people.
That's not true.
You know that.
That's not true, Earl. That's not true.
You say not true because you're so stupid you don't know your own history.
No, that's not true. That's not my issue. How do you feel about black people who dress white? Who put on
What
white
is
faces? The Wayne brothers,
The
they
Wayans
dress.
brothers?
The Wayne brothers dress like white women, and they call themselves white chicks. Remember that, Wayne
I don't
brothers?
know anything about Wayne brothers,
Of course you wouldn't.
but anything less than looking like white, you're demonized.
How about black women who wear blonde hair? Is that a problem?
That's just a style.
Is
What
that
about white
is that a
women
problem?
That braid their hair.
All right, thank you, Earl. You need help. You need Jesus. He black.
Giovanni A. donated saying, LOL, amazing. Earl done lost his mind.
That's right. Men are not oppressing
What do you
women.
stand for, sir? What are your beliefs?
I believe in God, country, Constitution. I believe that we should put a wall around the borders to stop the mob of illegals from coming in because they're sucking the life out of the country. And they're bringing crime and drugs, and then they're destroying the black community first. So I feel bad about that. Do you feel bad about that?
I mean, we're Latinos and we don't.
Do you feel badly that blacks are affected first and foremost by the illegal aliens?
No offense, but we're Hispanics and we're Latino. We're Mexican.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Jesse Peterson.
Jesse Peterson. Thank you very much.
All right.
So,
You love the black people?
I mean, I'm a fan of all people.
How about black people? You love blacks?
I have black friends and
Do you love the black people?
I have friends.
Why are you tapping him? You trying to make him shut up? Don't let a woman control you. Oh, you love black people?
I mean, yes.
Huh?
I mean, all I'm asking. My question was asking.
Do you love black people?
My question I'm asking.
Do you love black people?
Yes.
Do you?
Of course. I love
Well,
everybody.
so you for the illegal alien coming into the black community and destroying black people?
But we're asking, where are you getting
you
this
for that?
information from?
Are you for that?
Nobody's destroying anything, sir.
No, they are. I live in those communities. They are. They're having a net. They bring in
sir,
MS-13
we live in those
gangs.
communities too.
Do you love the Great White Hope?
No, I do not.
Do you love the Great White Hope?
No, I don't.
I'm sorry?
No, I don't.
Why not? You don't like white people?
I love everybody.
Well, why don't you love the president?
Because the president stands on incorrect grounds.
Does not stands for my beliefs.
We're not okay. We don't have to like everybody equally.
Yes, you do.
It doesn't mean that we no.
If you don't love everybody, you love no one. Did God create sex? That's such a good question. Let me go to Gus. Hey, Gus, out of Louisiana. Thank you for calling and thanks for holding. You're on the air.
What's going on, Jesse?
All is well, Gus. How you doing?
Oh yeah, we spoke a couple times before, haven't we?
I don't know.
I think we have. What I was calling to ask you is, I believe Satan is your dad. You know how you talk about people that Satan is their father.
All right.
Yeah, I believe Satan is your dad.
He might be. Why you believe that?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one reason. Is because I noticed it don't matter if the person is black or white. They get on your show.
It doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Well,
it's white, it's black, it's red, it's white.
But anyway, though, like I was saying, doesn't matter if the person black or white. Usually, when there be a preacher come on your show, or like calling in.
And do you agree with me that white people are under attack unfairly?
No, I don't agree with that.
Why not?
I don't see any evidence for that.
Are you serious?
All right, could you give me some examples?
I sure can, buddy. When white people speak up and disagree with POCs, people of color, they are called racist. Is that an attack on white people?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that happens, is what I mean to say.
How long you been over here? There was a white man in a coffee shop, and the white man had an argument with the black workers there, and he called her the N-word, she called him bad names, and they were going at it because both were angry. And the white man lost his job. He lost his job, but the black woman did not lose her job. She called him bad names too. Is that an example of white people being under attack?
No, I would see that as an example of one individual being attacked.
And I'll give you one more because you're in denial or very deceitful. Or you're very deceitful.
I have one other question for you.
I'll let you ask. I'll let you ask. You're very deceiving or in denial. But one other one. If a white man or woman should say that they are a nationalist, they are called racist. Is that an example of white people being under attack?
If it happens, I wouldn't say it's an attack on white people.
What would you call it? It's not if it happened. It is happening. What would you call it if not an attack on white people?
Could you give me an example of that?
The president said that he is a nationalist, and now he and other white people are under attack. But they're calling the president a white nationalist, calling him a racist. Is there an attack on white people?
But they've been calling him that since he's been campaigning. So it wasn't him saying that he's a nationalist.
You have issues, Steve. Richard, you have issues.
All right, can I just get to this question?
Beta!
All right, so this is what
I'm going to have to give you the beta song. That's a beta male. Beta. Not an alpha male. Beta male. Yes. Beta male. Beta. You're a beta male? You're a beta male. Not an alpha male. Beta. What a shame. Mommy's boy. But, no, you're a nice guy. I can tell.
Alrighty then.
Tonight's going to be, I think, what's the word? What word am I thinking of?
Amazing.
Right? Amazing. Let's say hello to the two gentlemen that are joining us. Jake from Hugo and Jake. Welcome, sir.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Jesse Lee Peterson. Hi, Jesse.
Thank you for hi, Kyle. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. And hi to the other guys, too.
Our pleasure.
For the other guys.
There.
If we don't get men to return to their natural state of being, there's no turning around. The power, the love come through men, not through other people.
Like, what do you mean when you say the natural state of man? Because really, it sounds like words, but it really means nothing.
Well, what I mean about natural state of man is that there is a spiritual order. We are a spirit, and there is a spiritual order to life, and that order is God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. And the men represent Christ on earth. He's our brother. And we represent God really on earth. the love of God come through us and it's passed down to the women who should be your wife and to your children and so on and so on. But in today's America, most men are beta males. They are women. They've been turned away from their fathers and turned toward the mothers. And so most men have the mindset of a woman and the emotions of a woman. So we need men to turn back to God, which will allow them to turn back to their natural state of being.
So I guess
Are you an atheist? Are you an atheist?
Oh yeah.
When you hear men and women saying that they are atheists or agnostics because their parents were failures, were losers.
Yeah. You're not married though, right?
I'm not married, no.
Oh, okay. I guess I assumed you would be.
But when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself and me.
Well, that's fine.
Let me.
Are you an alpha or beta?
I think you'd think I was a beta, right?
You are a beta, that's for sure. Beta.
Yeah.
Let me ask
I'm more like a Zeta then.
I just saw the gayest guy on earth. I just saw the gayest guy on earth.
Gayest guy on earth.
I just saw the gayest guy on earth.
Gayest guy on earth.
I just saw the gayest guy on earth.
He hangs around
in Austin. He always wears a tree shirt. His favorite band is Roadside. He's out the Modern Cafe.
Like most of the time, people that are called SJWs are just people that give a shit about something. Like there's this sort of phenomenon, like if you give a shit about a thing, like and you're passionate about the thing, suddenly you're a social justice warrior. Like going out and voting for people and like, liking a movie that has black characters in it. like it's something as small, it's as small as like, being for trans rights or being for gay marriage. Like these are things that affect people, and like, we need to extend rights to these people. I don't think caring about a thing makes you an SJW.
Jesse, would you agree with what Jake just said?
No, not at all.
Okay, so you said there's no such thing as police brutality. Does that mean you think that in no situation ever has a police officer used more force than was necessary?
When they're stopped by cops, common sense says follow the instruction of the officer. But instead, they start yelling and cursing at the officer, refusing to show their identity, their ID, and the cops don't know what's going to happen, so they have to protect themselves. And so the blacks have been set up to overreact with the cops, and when the cops do things to protect themselves, they cry police brutality, and here come the social justice warriors, those white people who are using blacks for their own personal gain, just as the blacks are using blacks. They come in and say, racism or brutality, come on, blacks, and vote for me. And the blacks follow right in line, just like the so-called Black Lives Matter people. We all know that the Black Lives Matter is an organization that was built by a bunch of black lesbians and black radical homosexuals. and black wicked and white wicked social justice warriors. Black lives.
Can I point out something obvious too? What about Rodney King?
Rodney King brought that upon himself. He tried to get away in a car, putting other people at high speed. When they finally caught up with him, they tried to get him to stop, and put the handcuffs on. He refused to do that. It took several cops to stop that guy. He was on drugs, he was high, and he was strong in his being high. And so they had to use force in order to stop him. They had no other choice.
Okay, what about Eric Garner, who was put into a headlock and chokehold and then passed out and died?
Another fat black pig who refused to follow.
Okay, so he was fat, but yeah, he was a large guy.
Had Eric Gardner followed the instruction of the officer, he might be alive today unless he died a natural death because he was having some type of medical problem.
All right.
Why are you giving blacks a reason to be out of control. That's ridiculous. You're trying to use the blacks for your personal gain. No wonder you're
My
atheist.
game? No.
You're trying to justify wrongdoing, and any person that's tried to justify wrongdoing, especially a male, is a beta male.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I was just seeing if you thought what you thought about that.
You sound like a woman.
Let's
think opposite.
Let's go to hold on before this devolves into personal. Let's see.
Sounds like Jake.
Well, hold on. Let's see if we can't stick on one more topic because I want to make sure that I want to make sure we'll get there, Jesse. But before we do that, I want to make sure.
So about the wall, why do you like the wall?
Because I love my country, and I want to put my country first. When the illegal aliens come into our country, they first land in the black communities, and especially in Compton and South Central LA and other areas. And they're taking the jobs away from blacks. They are bringing in drug and crime. They hate the blacks, so they're fighting each other. They're overcrowding in the public schools. They're overcrowding in public hospitals, and the women who are citizens can't get in to have babies and whatever they do in there. Blacks are being hurt first and foremost by illegal aliens. Does that bother you?
So
does that bother you that the blacks are being hurt first and foremost?
It does not bother me.
Illegal alien. You don't care about the blacks?
No.
Oh, you don't care about the blacks?
Nope.
I'm sorry?
No.
Then why are you asking me about Eric Gardner and all those people? You don't care anyway.
No.
Do you love the blacks?
No.
You don't love the blacks?
I love
so you don't love black people? Do you love black people?
No.
That would explain why you don't care that they're being hurt first and foremost by the illegal aliens. You love the illegal aliens coming in?
Do you wait, do you love black people?
Do you love the illegal aliens coming in, Jake?
No. Wait, do you love
do
you love black people?
Do you love black people?
I love all people, even my enemy. I love black people. Yes.
So you love illegal aliens.
White people. Yes. I love the illegal aliens, but I still don't want them coming into my country illegally.
Yeah. So, I mean, like we don't people we love, we definitely don't want them around us. That's for sure.
Who do you love? You love nobody. You love no one. If you don't love all, Jay, you love no one.
Oh.
That's deep.
Oh, okay. Wait. So that means that like when you look at me, you love me. Like that's a little too like we just met.
It's kind of creepy. Yeah.
Well, love is not a feeling. Love is not an emotional thing. Love means not to hate you. When you don't have anger, you have love. And so I have nothing against you, and I have love for you. I wish you well. And I know that you can't comprehend that. But when you don't have hate, you have love. You can't help yourself. You're in a fallen state, and Satan is your daddy.
How do you define compassion?
When you don't hate, to discern, when you understand that they know not what they do, and so you don't blame the person because you know that it's a spirit that made a home in them that causes them to do the things that they wouldn't ordinarily do. As you're doing now, Jay.
So do you disagree with my definition of concern for the suffering?
Married,
well, me too. That would make me a beta male. So do you?
It would be like, if you were married, Jay, it would be
only,
like two lesbians.
Jesse, let me ask.
So lost.
How does somebody get out of Can you tell us how does somebody, like if somebody's suffering from beta male syndrome, how do they get out of being a beta male?
Good question. If you hold anger against a father, your mother, or both, you go and forgive them because they let you down, but they couldn't help it. And in that very moment, when you forgive, then God will forgive you and bring you into the alpha state of mind, which is the mind of God.
So God is making me a beta male on purpose?
So you're not aware that you have anger, that you're an angry person?
No, I'm not a very angry person, no.
Are you aware that you're an angry person, that you have anger?
That I've ever experienced anger, or that I'm angry in general all the time?
Are you aware that you have anger?
Yes, I am capable of being angry, yeah.
I didn't ask you if you were capable of being angry. I asked you, are you aware that you have anger?
Yeah.
See how the son of Satan
Aware of
tried
it?
to trick you?
Yeah, I'm good. I just chill, and then I get to be amazing later on in life.
Wow.
Well, you chill and see how far that gets you, buddy.
Well, you just said. Could we have a woman president?
We could, but we shouldn't.
Why shouldn't we?
Running this country is a very difficult task, and the woman is not created for that.
Okay. I close my question.
You disagree because you have the mindset and emotion of a woman. You think and act like a woman.
Do you think thinking like a woman is inherently bad?
For a man.
But wait, Jesse, couldn't theoretically, and follow me here now, couldn't a homosexual couple, like two dads raising a child, wouldn't that create like a super alpha male?
The super male, the Ubermensch.
Super beta males. But no, because if you have two men together, that's like two women being together because they have the mindset and emotion of a woman. They feel like women. That's why they're together. You wouldn't have two real men together as a man and a woman. Amazing.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Jesse. This was fun.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
See you again soon.
And Jake and the other guy, Steve, it was good meeting you guys. I enjoyed talking to you,
Likewise,
Jake.
man. Likewise.
I hope Jake get over beta.
I'm just kind of curious. Does Jake sound more like a woman than I do? I just really got to have a self-conscious moment.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
Jake
sorry.
sounds like a woman more than you, but you didn't say a lot.
Yeah,
I can sense beta in you, but you didn't say as much as Jake said. So he's total beta.
Well, if you look in the dictionary, the definition of a slut, right? It starts out and it says a woman that's, right? It's promiscuous, has a lot of sexual partners.
I've never looked that word up, so I can't confirm or deny.
You're not in control of your daughter's vagina, so it really doesn't matter.
No,
what
but
you
I
want.
would never allow my daughter to marry a whole man.
But you're not. You cannot allow her to do anything.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
She's going to do what she wants.
No,
trust me.
no.
She will. Yes. You know,
but when you said was famous people, famous men, you know how women love famous men. Men with money, entertainers, actors, and things like that. And women tend to throw themselves on those type of men. And so it makes it easier for men to grab the whatever.